On this night, I was 13 years old. I'm sitting in the living room and I'm chilling. I'm chilling watching BET or something, but I'm watching TV. My auntie came in into the hallway right on the side of the sofa where I was sitting on, and she say, "In a minute, somebody gonna come and knock on that door. Don't you answer it." I look, okay. Start back watching TV. I don't know how much time went by. I wasn't even thinking about it. But that knock came to the door. She came around the corner again and she stood there. She say, "Come in." When Bobby opened that door, me and him got a big surprise. Cause the next thing I seen happen was a hammer flew from that hallway to the front door. And I mean, it hit with such a force. Do you know one of those doors that have those little cutout sections in it and it can be a wood door? She threw that hammer hard enough to knock out one of the bottom sections of the door completely. He slammed the door just in time before the hammer hit him. Not only did she just throw it, she went back to retrieve said hammer after she threw it. At this time, I'm scared as all get up because I ain't never seen nothing like this before in my life. She picked the hammer up, and at this time, something say, "Go peek out the door." This man is running down the road away from her as she chasing him with this hammer. I guess after she figured I done chased him far enough, I ain't gonna be able to catch him. I guess he forgot he left his car parked in the backyard. Yep, parked in the backyard because he was a married man. But then what she did was she took that hammer because she could not get to him, and she took that hammer across the whole hood of that man's car. And I had never seen this done before, but it literally made like these little, think about a little Coca-Cola bottle you drink, a glass Coca-Cola bottle you drinking out of. If you turn it upside down and stick dough with it, the circle that it would make is the same like circles you would see in the hood of that car that she done beat with that hammer. And as she out there beating the top of this married man's car with this hammer, my mama pulls up at the house. And now you have two sisters out there arguing, both dating married men. And now my mama arguing at her about that man got a wife that he got to go home to. And you tearing his car up like that. Lord Jesus. Well, she beat the man car, and I think she put like 30 something dents in the top of that hood. And she didn't care, and she didn't stop until my mom got there. When that man felt like he was safe enough, because my mama was talking her down. I think he was there in a standoff for about an hour before he could even come and get his car. But just thinking about it, what do you tell your wife if you come home and the top of your car all beat in because you've been at some other woman's house spending time? Of course, you don't think about that when you're 13 years old, but this is what's happening in front of me. And now, when I'm thinking about this stuff, what was happening in front of me back then, it's like looking at it and thinking, God, Lee, this is the craziest stuff ever. Because if my husband pulled up home and the top of his hood beat in like that, he got to have one hell of a story that he gonna have to explain of how he got. Why is somebody beating the hood of his car like that with a hammer? And the craziest thing is, Bobby didn't stop coming to see Auntie after that. I just don't get it. But this is one of the stories what I sat back and watched. I don't even know what consequence there was, or if there was a consequence for her knocking out the bottom of the house door like that. I don't remember how it got fixed, who fixed it, no any of that, but that's the kind of rage that I saw in one of my aunties at that time. She didn't mind getting down in the dirt like that. And I had front row seat to all of it. And it's just crazy to think about it now, when I'm married and everything and looking back at these stories and stuff, I'm like, golly, like that could have been me, because that was the example that I was shown over and over and over again. That could have been my story. But I thank God it wasn't. Okay, y'all. Hey, hi, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Thank you all for joining me for story time again tonight. Usually, when I got something on my mind and I want to tell the story, I just come in and tell the story. And then I look into the chat after that, because I don't want my thought to get sidetracked, because I can have 500 conversations in one because I be all over the place. So, hi, Tina. Hi, Angela. Thank you for joining again. I'm gonna have to rewatch because I love your stories. Thank you. I could listen to you all night. Okay, then. I be thinking my stories be crazy sometimes, but I just be like, I'm just tell my story because somebody else got to know that this stuff. I can't be the only one that live these crazy stories and everything. Um, hey TMB, thank you for joining me again tonight. The garden homie, what it do? You know what, TMB, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on lately, and I've had a little separation from my garden that maybe you haven't been listening to, but there's a situation that has been happening here at my house, and so it's kind of like my garden area. One part of my garden is in between the situation that's happening. So I'm slowly getting back to it, but my garden is that's my whew, that's my other husband right there, my garden. So I'm gonna get back to it. The green's looking real good, but we gonna get back to that. Yeah, we the high class gardeners over here. Um right, you understand what I'm talking about. But every now and then I like to come on here and drop the stories of things that I done lived through and saw with my own eyes. You never know what conversation it can spark or whatever. I don't try to keep nobody for a very long time because I will just ramble on. But you know, um but yeah, that was one of the stories, and I always thought if I ever ran into that man ever again in life, I don't even know if he's still living. I mean, that was so many years ago. But I know some kind of way I know how to ask people stuff the most respectful way, especially if I was a part of it when it happened. I'll be like, you remember that time when such and such happened? What you went home and told your wife that day when that right there happened? Because that be stuff I want to know. It's like, how do you explain that stuff away? That your other girlfriend, yeah, your side chick told your car up. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that was just my little short story. I can't put them all on little shorts because I be wanting to give more details or whatever. But I think tomorrow night I'm gonna go come live. And I always say think because I don't want to say that I'm absolutely gonna do it. But tomorrow night I want to do like sister talk. But your brother TMB, you always welcome to join in to the conversation. It ain't all about the women or whatever. I love a conversation. Tomorrow is sister talk, and we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. So if I hit that live button tomorrow, y'all come through and join us with sister talk. That's when we talk about anything. Whatever put in the chat or whatever. Anytime in sister talk is whatever we want to talk about over here. Let's talk about it. You know, sometimes I won't even know what y'all talking about, but we can all each one teach one. We sure can. um, but if ain't nobody got anything to say or any questions or anything, then I'm gonna end this story time really quick. It was a short night. I appreciate you all for coming through, spending your time with me here in story time. And I'm going to say good night. Good night, y'all.